Have you seen one of these tiny little cookers? Let's cook up some lunch. Hi, Dennis from Caravan Cooking here. I recently did a video on this tiny cooker and I promised to do another one actually cooking some food. So that's what we're doing today, we're cooking lunch. I'll leave a link in the description below to my video on this tiny cooker, but let's set it up, let's get cracking. So as I said in the previous video, this was bought on eBay. From memory it was about $30, so it wasn't a hell of a lot. Let's see if I remember how to put it together, eh? It's been a little while since I've had it out. And there's a few bits and pieces, but we'll just need to get it right. Right, we'll put the back in. That's the back in. Now we'll put the front in. As I said, there's a full video on how to put this together, and I'll leave the link in the description. You can have a look at that. As I said, it's been a little while since I put it together, so hopefully we'll get it right. Oh, made a mistake already. Right, that goes on the top. Yeah, Tilly is helping me with this, aren't you, Tilly? Hey? Does that work for you? I'm not going to worry about putting the door on. And this is the grill surface that goes on the top. Now the first thing I'm going to do is actually cut some timber or some wood to go into that size. I'll have to do it quickly because as I cut it up, I think Tilly will be wanting to play with that wood. She likes to chew on it. Hopefully I can cut this without cutting my hand off as well. Oh, that's mine, Tilly. Chopping this up and bits are going everywhere. Rightio, that's enough to get us started. I love this stump. I had a tree removed out the front of our house, and they managed to give me this. This was actually about halfway up the top of the tree. It was a very large tree, but they cut it off nicely and got it as a stump, which is great. Well, use some fire starters to get it all lit. One of those plasma lighters. Works very well. Ooh. I don't think I needed that many fire starters. It'll certainly get it going. Just leave it like that for the time being and let the flames go down. Right, so I've only got a couple of things to cook today. We're basically just doing a sausage sandwich, which is very nice and easy. I've got my trusty Ridge Monkey here, and I'm just going to use half of it on the little fire stove here. You could do it directly onto the thingo, but onto the little grill plate itself. But I think it's going to get very dirty that way, and it'll be easier to control it, I think, on this. So the first thing I'll do is just put these couple of sausages in, and they will give me some fat or oil to cook the onions as well. I reckon it'll probably happen very quickly. Might just put a couple of little bits of wood in the front. This is pretty much a famous lunch in Australia. We call it a sausage sizzle. So basically it's sausages, onion and bread, or a bread roll. I'm not sure what you call it in your part of the world, but we call it a sausage sizzle. It's very popular. The biggest hardware store chain in Australia is called Bunnings, and every Saturday morning they have a charity group come to the hardware store, each of the hardware stores around Australia, and put on a sausage sizzle, and they sell the sausage sizzle and a can of drink to raise money for their charity, which is a great thing. So it's really a sausage sizzle in an Australian psyche. And while I like to do a bit more complex meals when we're caravanning and camping, sometimes it's just something simple like this is quick and easy, of course, but tasty as well. You know, if you're getting into camp late of an afternoon, maybe just a sausage sizzle is the way to go, because as I said, it's quick and easy. If you're stopping for lunch somewhere, you could do a sausage sizzle on something like this, or even a little gas cooktop, and that will work very well as well. I find these long thin sausages work really well for a sausage sizzle. One, they cook quicker than thick sausages, but two, they go in the bread roll or in the folded up bread a lot easier as well than the thick ones. I'm going to put some onions on there now. The sausages are cooking nicely. You can hear that onion sizzling. Well, I can hear it anyway, I don't know about you. I've seen quite a few YouTube videos from America where they've barbecued hot dogs, or what we call frankfurts, rather than sausages. But it's not really a thing in Australia. I haven't tried it. It probably tastes pretty good, but sausage is usually what we use here in Australia. So look, these are nearly done, or pretty much done. So I'll just, I've got a couple of bread rolls here. I'm just going to cut them on the top. And the second one. Now this is where it gets controversial, because I talked about Bunnings, our biggest hardware chain, and them having a sausage sizzle, or having a community request coming, a sausage sizzle. Anyway, last year Bunnings put an enforcement out that the onions must go underneath the sausage instead of on top of the sausage. And the reason they said that is because the onions would fall off and people would trip on the onions. I suppose that makes sense, but I'm going to do it the old way. Sausage in first, and then some onions on the top. That's just what I'm used to. And sausage in the bottom of that one, and onions here as well. Now, are you a barbecue sauce person or a tomato sauce person? I'm personally a barbecue sauce. My lovely wife loves the tomato sauce, so she's getting tomato sauce on the top of hers. Time to buy a new one, I think. This one's nearly finished. There we go. That's my lovely wife. There you go, darling.
Thank you.
And good old barbecue for me. Alright, so I look forward to enjoying this. I'll have a quick bite. Yeah, it's great. I love it. Alrighty, so my quick review on this little burner. Look, the positives. It folds down very flat, which is good. It doesn't take much to put up. A little bit tricky, but you get used to it, I suppose. It's a nice size. You could put a bigger pan on that if you wanted to. The only negative, I think, is the airflow. So if you're going to use timber or twigs or whatever, I probably wouldn't use a pan on it again, because the air doesn't flow enough around there, and the flames don't keep going. And if you use heat beads or something like that, it would probably be okay to put a pan on, because once they're lit, they don't need a hell of a lot of oxygen around them to keep them going. I think if you're traveling and you want a quick lunch, this is probably not the way to go. By the time you've set it up, lit the fire, cooked your meal, then you've got to wait for it to cool down again as well before you pack it away, and that can take a reasonable length of time. Look, if you're car camping or if you're hiking or whatever, and you want something to cook your dinner on at night time, it's probably perfect for that. And even as I said, if you were hiking, you wouldn't need to carry a pan. You could just do it straight on the top there. You couldn't do eggs or anything on it, but you could do, as we'd eat, sausages and or steak or any other meat like that. Oh, you could boil a billy on it too. I suppose you could take this top off and just put the billy on the top there, and that'd have a bit more airflow as well. So looks not bad, and for the $30 odd that I paid for it, it's probably worth the money. I probably won't use it a hell of a lot, but I might try and use it for a few other videos, but we'll see how we go. Look, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe the channel. We've had well over 100,000 views now, so I'm really pleased that people are watching the videos, and I hope you're getting something out of it. This is Dennis from Caravan Cooking. Thanks for watching.